a very special day here at Goldspot today because I'm in the video. But of course, there are many other reasons. There's about 8 other reasons here. Tom and Kieran set up this special day for us. They've been planning it for about 3 weeks, and we're super excited. I think the kids are super excited not to be here. I think they're more excited because they're not in school. We have a bunch of things planned for Bring Your Sons and Daughters to Work Day. We picked out our favorite beginner pens, which are also some of our favorite pens as it is. So we want them to try these out and see what they think about them. We want them to learn about filling a fountain pen. We want them to show off some of their script and writing skills. And then as a reward, later we have a special trip planned for them. We're going to a McDonald's down the street from Goldspot, which happens to be a really cool McDonald's. From what I've known, I think it's the first of its kind in New Jersey. It has these big iPads and screens that you order from, and then the food comes to your table. And then a little later after that, we have a surprise where we will be visiting a very special place. It's a historical place. It has something to do with Alexander Graham Bell. And let's just say without this place, we wouldn't have all of our gadgets and smartphones that we use today. We hope that you'll be as excited as we are for the day.
We want to introduce everybody. We'll go around the table and everybody say your first name, your grade, and some fun fact about you.
Hi, I'm Kelsey. I'm a senior in high school and I came to get on my calc class.
I'm Leah. I'm in 5th grade and I love nature.
I'm Sophia and I'm in 3rd grade and I like unicorns.
Hi, I'm Gia. I'm in 5th grade and I like art.
Hi, I'm Arjun. I'm in 6th grade and I play for the 6th and 7th grade Marlboro travel basketball team.
Hi, I'm Dylan. I'm in 5th grade and I love sports.
Hi, I'm Kyle. I'm in 3rd grade and I came out to get from school because school is horrible.
Hi, I'm Anthony and I'm in 1st grade. I like to play soccer.
Tom, you want to talk about some of these pens we have here today?
Yeah, sure. We'll go with the newest, the latest and greatest, which is this is a Lamy Safari in the all black. Each year, Lamy Germany, who's a company that's based in Germany, they come out with a special edition that they come out with a different color every year. So these are really highly desirable by collectors, by people who just love writing with them. The Safari itself is a plastic pen, but it's extremely well made. It's not like a cheap plastic pen. These are actually pens that you would refill over and over again, and that you would probably keep. I would probably say like easily, your whole entire life. You could probably go with one of these fountain pens. All black. It's matte finished. It has a black clip, also a black nib on it as well. This one we have here is also a Lamy. It's made in Germany. It's called the Lamy Nex. NEXX. So this is really nice to be able to hold on to. It's also rubberized too, so it's easier to grip. And it also has a stainless steel nib. Same type of filling system as far as a cartridge converter. This comes in pink, but it also has a few different other colors that it comes in. And then also too is the Lamy All-Star, which is a little bit more of a luxury type of finish, so it's aluminum based. And instead of the grip being solid, this grip is actually translucent, so you could see the feed that's inside here. You could pierce the cartridge and kind of see that the ink is flowing into your pen. Then we have the Kaweco Perkeo, and you can notice that this also has the same type of deal where it's got a molded grip section, so it's easy to kind of find where your fingers would fit. Also made in Germany, and also has the cartridge converter type system, which has the cartridge in here too. It has a little dummy cartridge in here so that it doesn't accidentally pierce the real cartridge that's in there. This is a Platinum Preppy, and this is made in Japan. It's probably the least expensive out of the bunch of pens that we have here, but it's also a great pen to start with because of the fact that it's very inexpensive. So this also has a cartridge. It is, I guess you would say it's a demonstrator because you could see through, you could see the feed. Then we also have the online This is the Switch Plus. This is a relatively new pen too. And for folks, which I know that you guys are interested in, it also has a touch capacitive stylus on there, which is used for iPad, iPhone, so you could actually use it with your tablet or phone devices to, play games with or draw things on the screen and still be able to use it to write with on the other end. So this one here we have is the Pelican Twist, which, as its name implies, it has a twisting body, comes in a bunch of different cool colors, and this guy has got a molded grip section, but kind of a lot different than what you saw before, is that it also follows the same molded section of the barrel all the way down to the nib. Your fingers kind of fall into that same way that the other grips did.
You can't hold this pen wrong.
Yeah, you can't. It would be kind of really
It'll be uncomfortable.
awkward to hold it by the edges there. We have also is the Pelicano, which is a very similar type of design to the other ones that we looked at as well. Has gripped sections and actually has a little bit of a ribbed section that's over here too. We have the Pilot Kakuno. It's got a faceted body, so it's not like rounded. Well, this has got a facet, but this also too has facets, but a facet is essentially that the sides are kind of squared off where it's not round. So that means that like when you leave it down like this and you try to, it will roll, but like it'll resist rolling more so than, let's say, a pen that's just completely round here and doesn't, well, this one's got the clip on, but if this one didn't, then this one rolls around a lot. And then also too, a neat little feature about this nib, when you take a look at it really close, the nib has got a winky face on it, so it's kind of like got like an emoji that's on that's actually engraved into the nib if you guys want to take a look close up at that. Then we have the Pilot Metropolitan, which is like one of the quintessential like starter pens, not only for kids, but for adults as well. Like adults who, like have been growing up with typewriters and like using keyboards and ballpoint pens and stuff. They want to try a good fountain pen. Pilot Metropolitan's where it's at. So there's a lot of different styles to choose from. And then this one also too has something that we haven't seen yet, which is actually a converter, which allows you to fill by bottled ink, which we'll show you guys how to do as well. But this also uses cartridges, so you could actually just pluck out the converter and then you could plug in an ink cartridge. Then we have the Kaweco Sport, and this is the Ice Sport. So there's a few different models of this pen, but it's all the same type of shape where it's kind of like a pocket pen. It's like this is pretty much the smallest pen of the group. But then when you take it and put the cap on the back, it actually extends out pretty well so that if you were to compare it with another pen that's here, it's really not all that small. The Kaweco Sport also has facets on the cap too, so if you were to, let's say, have this on your desk, even though it doesn't have a clip, it's resistant to like rolling around because of the fact that it's got those broad facets. Last but not least, the Faber-Castell Lume, which is aluminum. It's a nice metal base. It has like a nice feel, solid weight on the pen. It's a lower price point, and they have like a lot of different nice fun colors. But this has also got a nice little snap cap, cartridge converter filling system, and then the grip section too has got like little rings on here which are textured, so you could actually feel the little rings that are around the grip section of the pen. That's the buffet of pens that we have as far as the selection is concerned.
Let's talk a little bit about the inks. So we have some cartridges here, which are called pre-filled ink cartridges. Who knows what these have in it? Does anybody know what these have inside?
Ink.
Yes. And why do they use these instead of a bottle sometimes? They're easier, exactly. And they're also less messy sometimes, because if you're not at your desk and you could be in a train or somewhere outside and you just need to refill your cartridge or your pen with ink, you can just pop one of these in. It only takes a second and you've got yourself a refill.
So maybe we'll go around and we'll just get an impression of which pens that you guys like the most. Just looking at just looks wise. We'll start with Dylan.
I like this one.
Okay, so tell us a little bit about why you like that one the most.
Well, I like how it's curved, points in it, and looks more like it's like a triangle.
Okay, so Anthony, why don't you pick one? Why did you pick that one?
I like how it's green and how it's all kinds of different designs.
Now we have Kyle. Okay, and that's the Pilot Kakuno. But why'd you pick that one?
Because I like the green and I like it has like a sharp tip that you write with.
Okay, Arjun, which one did you pick? Alrighty. And why'd you pick the Faber-Castell?
I like it because of the orange, I guess, and it's more like a roundish cylinder with like a silver on the top.
Gia? Why'd you pick the Lamy, that's the All-Star and Vibrant Pink?
I chose it because I like the vibrant color of it and how it's mainly shaped and how you have the clip that's like, I like the main style of it and the design.
Sophia? And that's the Online Switch Plus. And why'd you pick that one?
Because if it were to be laid out like this, it pops out very easily. And because I like the very vibrant purple.
Okay, Leah?
I really like this one because I love blue and it's very nice like how like they made it and like the cap it's nice and gray and I like gray with it. So.
Cool. Okay. Kelsey?
I like this one. I like it because it's clear and you can see everything inside the pen. So you can see like the ink going through the pen when you're writing. And it just looks cool overall and it's purple and clear.
What we could do is with all the pens that you guys had picked, we could show you how to ink them and then we could show you how to write with them.
I'm writing with a Lamy, and my dad got this pen for me, and he also filled it out.
So, how do you like writing with that Lamy Safari fountain pen?
I like it because it has a very good grip, and it's easy for me to hold.
And what kind of color do you have that you're writing with?
I like a very dark purple.
Okay, very cool. And does it feel comfortable? Like, are you able to write nice and smooth with it?
Yes.
Very cool.
I'm using a Platinum Preppy pen. It's a see-through pen and it's in purple color. So I'm just gonna unscrew this and put the ink in.
Yeah, there you go.
It's writing in a purple ink.
To match the pen.
Yes, of course. It's a little lighter purple than the pen. Oh, I like how this writes. It's very smooth when I'm writing. When you write on an angle, it still does write pretty well. I think overall, any way you turn it, the flow does still continue, just not as well as other directions.
I am using Pelicano that is in like darkish blue. This is really nice. It comes out very nicely and it is very easy to write with. I think it is a really good pen. I like the grip and how it comes out as a dark blue, just as dark as the pen itself.
So, Gia, what pen do you have there?
So I have a Lamy All-Star. I think the design is pretty close to the Lamy Safari.
Yep.
Because, except for the metallic.
Nice.
I like how it writes. It's what I like about fountain pens is when you feel it's sort of heavy, I guess, but when you write with it, it's a lot more lighter and smooth.
Now, Anthony, you've got a Pilot Metropolitan, and in the Metropolitan already is a converter. So you're going to dip the nib into the ink, and then you're going to press it down and hold, and then let it up. Put the barrel back on. And he's going with a serif, like curly font. You're almost coming up with your own like typeface there.
I think that I like how like when you get used to it, it kind of like writes better, and I like how it has like the dark green like these.
Cool. And do you think that it writes nice and smooth, even though like you're writing with it in your left hand?
Yeah.
So you plug it in there and press in. There you go. You heard that kind of like that snap, right? You heard it like pop into place. And what do you think about the Pelican Twist?
I think like I like how it's like dark colored and it has like really good tip that you can actually like write and it just comes out.
So what do you think about that Kaweco, the Perkeo pen?
I like how it kind of writes and it's easier to curve when you want to kind of curve your letters. And I like how it's red.
Hey guys.
Hi.
We ready to pack some pens?
Yes.
Okay. Hi Karen.
Hello. We have 3 pilots we're picking.
Yes.
Sion and 2 Metropolitans.
So we've got our pens and now we're getting ready to pack them. Hey guys, we're here at McDonald's. We've got everyone with us. For those of you who don't know what this used to be the old Bell Labs headquarters in Homedale, New Jersey. They actually invented the radio transistor and is now called Bell Works, and a whole bunch of really cool companies are in here.